What's good? What's good? What's good? Give y'all a few minutes to get in real quick while we get the tags done. We got a juicy one for y'all today, man. I know y'all waiting. I seen a lot of people excited about us getting into this topic. Mostly women. I saw a couple fellas feeling it, but mostly women couldn't wait till 6:30. So what you do? Go to Facebook, yeah, and follow it, and just kind of monitor the comments for me. I got my moderator with me today, so y'all come in. Got somebody that's gonna be helping me out, where I can get into the comments without having to try to find them on my own. Got me a little help today. Turn the sound down. Yeah. Yep. So, y'all come on, man. Get on in here. We ain't gonna be long today. So y'all get on in here so we can get it started. You know what I'm saying? Once again, man, we back with another episode of the Spree Speaks, and y'all been really chiming in with these topics, man. Y'all really been coming through with the love and the support, so we appreciate that for sure. Um, the views and the likes been going up on the channel too, so continue to go to the channel, man. I know some of y'all, you know, you like watching it on Facebook, but don't forget there is a YouTube channel, so go to the channel and subscribe to the channel, and definitely share and share and share and share and share. Um, just sending some people wanted some individual tags. So we're gonna send some of those out real quick. And here's the two. If anybody wants to join in on the topic, by all means, you can get in on it. I have no issues with it at all. Uh, so I got the topic in the comments so y'all can see it in the comments. Just real quick. So today we got like I said, we got a juicy one. This one we clicking in on today is men can't take what they dish out. Men can't take what they dish out. So I'm sure y'all gonna have a lot of input on it. Pretty sure y'all gonna have a lot to say about it. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? So before we get really into the meat and the potatoes of the topic, let me just say a few things. One, somebody asked me about how they can find the YouTube link. The link is the Spree channel at youtube.com. The Spree channel at youtube.com. I'm gonna put that. Can you type that? Type that in the comments for me. The Spree channel at youtube.com. That's how you find the link on YouTube. Every time I do a show here on Facebook, we upload the show to YouTube directly after we finish on Facebook. The sound kind of been off the last couple of times, so we trying something new. Hopefully this enhances the sound. We'll see. If not, we'll go back in and do something different. With that being said, let's get off into it. So obviously this topic is gonna be touchy, man, because a lot of people will feel like that men can do things or want to do things, and when that same thing is done to them, they can't take it. We can't take it. I say we because I'm a man, so I'm here representing fellas at this particular moment. So let me just say this before I get really deep into it, and be sure y'all comment and message as we go along. The number one reason why people want to say, I believe that women women generally, because women most of y'all are the fan of the topic. Women generally wants to say we can't take what we dish out is because you narrowing that down to uh, cheating, right? So with us calling it what it is, you know what I'm saying? Most times when you say a man can give it but he can't take it, you are directly speaking about infidelity, cheating. And so I can only speak for me. I can't voice every man in Houston's opinion. I can give you mine. And so having said that, I'll say this: it's easier said than done, right? It's easy to say what you cool with and what you're not cool with until you actually in a position or a situation to have to find out if you're cool with it, if that makes sense. Um, Anytime somebody has wronged you, or anytime somebody do something that you feel like uh, you don't agree with, you feel some type of way, right? And so it's hard for a person who has not had that happen to them to tell you exactly how they feel. You can't, because it ain't happened to you, right? So the only way you can objectively say I feel this way, I feel that way, is if this happens to you. And so most times with women will, I'll say this, women will tolerate a lot more than probably what a man would. Women have a lot more patience than probably what a man would have. What I mean by that is, whereas a woman may get cheated on and forgive, right? Or accept, or overlook, not forget, but overlook for the moment. Whereas a man, you may turn around and do that same thing to a guy, and you may not get that same reaction, right? So most time, and I'm saying this because I know women, this is what you want. This is what you was waiting on. You know, every man want to do you dirty. You know what I'm saying? Every man want to do this, but when you do it to him, he can't take it, right? That's what you get. That's the whole meat and potatoes of the whole deal. But let's scale it back for a second, right? Because I don't want us to get confused into thinking it's only cheating. I don't want nobody to start thinking, oh, we can't take it just because it's only cheating. Let's remix it, right? Now, obviously, cheating is a big deal. Nobody wants to be cheated on. It happens. It's the reality. But nobody wants to go through that. So when we start saying, will a man accept it? Can a man take what he gives? Some can, some can't. That's the nature of the beast. But watch this. Can you take, when I say you, I mean a woman. Can a woman take what she gives? You know what I mean? Not not necessarily talking about cheating or infidelity. I'm just saying in general, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like talking to women disrespectful. I don't like calling women B's and H's and things of that nature. I don't do that. That ain't how I roll. But if you are a woman and you like doing that, you know what I'm saying? How would you feel if it was done to you? Can you take it? Can you take a man verbally abusing you or putting his hands on? See, because now let's be honest, a lot of women like physical. Like, you like when something don't go your way, you want to put your hands on the man, or you want to start being physical, and you expect the man, because you're a woman, to say, hey, chill out, man. I'm not gonna put my hands on you. But can you take it if you do that? Can you take it if the situation flip? You know what I'm saying? Without calling the police and having the police come to the scene and all that. Can you take that? You know what I'm saying? No, you can't take that. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to say, because I'm a woman, you know what I'm saying, I don't, a man ain't gonna be okay with me cheating on him because he cheated on me. How you know? How you know? Have you been in a situation where that's happened and he done had a problem with it, or he done blowed up with it, or y'all done had a conversation about it, or he done caught you cheating and said, hey man, I ain't gonna deal with that, because at the end of the day, it all comes down to choice. Everything is about a choice. Some people will accept it, some people won't. It's all about a choice. If somebody catches you doing something, you have a choice right then and there to say, hey man, I forgive you. Let's try to do this. Let's try to do that. Or I ain't putting up with that and keep it moving. Right? And so as a man, I can tell you now, yeah, you probably have some men that's not gonna be able to take that. Sure. Sure. You probably have some men that's probably gonna, want to go through your phone and all that because they don't trust you and this and that. And then when you pick up their phone, they got a problem with it. Yeah. Yeah, that's happening. You probably got some people like that. Sure. That's a reality. That's a reality. You know what I mean? So you gotta figure out for you as a man first. As a man first. I've always been one to one. I don't make excuses. I don't make excuses. It is what it is. I ain't coming up with no scenario where I got to give you this excuses. I don't have time for that. For one, I'm too old for it. But at the end of the day, you have to come to the realization, you know what I'm saying, that real life shit happens. Real life shit happens. Because I choose to go, to handle my situation different don't mean you got to. It don't mean you got to. You know what I'm saying? And so the reality becomes this. If I'm okay with going out, doing whatever I want to do, I'm okay with calling you out your name. You know what I mean? I'm okay with disrespecting you around your family members. I'm okay with treating you like shit. If I'm okay as a man with treating a woman like that, I got to be okay with her doing the same. I ain't got to like it, but I got to be okay with it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to like it, but I got to be okay with it. It's no way, that you can go out here and freestyle and do everything you want to do, and then when the roles switch, you mad. You can't be mad. You can, but it ain't gonna be able to hold no value because you're doing what you want to do. You got to be able to take it. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to take the lumps, just like you give them. You got to be able to take it both ways, male and female. Cause let's don't get it twisted. We can make it seem like it's a man can't take this problem, but it's the same thing on the other side. It's the same thing on the side. I see some comments. What the comments is? Hold on, we're gonna take the comments right quick.
Endo Williams said, "I'm gonna be real. If I messed up, I can't take the same punishment. I'm being my feelings like a motherfucker." And
Right. I just said that. You got some men out that can't take that. And that's okay. That's you being honest. You know what I'm saying? You like, nah, man, I ain't gonna be able to stand that. I ain't gonna be able to stand that. What's the next one?
He also said somebody said men are mentally juvenile.
Who said that?
Endo Williams.
Oh, Endo. Okay.
And Kevin Hayden said some men, some women, two-way street.
Okay. So Kevin, yeah. Man, listen. At the end of the day, when you get to a point, cause listen, y'all hear me say this on every show almost, man. Ain't nobody perfect. Nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? But you have to, and when I say you, I mean male or female. You have to be able to understand that everything comes down to choice. You can't make somebody accept something you don't want to accept. You can't make somebody take something you don't want to take. You can't. Everybody's built different. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody forgive you, or just because you forgive somebody, that don't mean they gonna forgive you. Just because somebody say, you know what, all right, man, I forgive you, that don't mean they gonna do the same thing if the situation flip and you do it to them. That ain't what that means. You know what I'm saying? Everything is about choice. I think at the end of the day, listen, the reality is, and obviously, like I said from the jump, it's going to always be. Anytime we start talking about can a man take what he dish out, it's cheating. We ain't talking about attitude and this and that. We ain't talking about you going off and fucking off the money. We not talking about that. Y'all talking about cheating. Everybody's talking about cheating. It's always revolved around cheating, being unfaithful. You know what I'm saying? You in a relationship, you going out doing whatever you want to do. You coming home, turning your phone upside down, or you got the lock password on your phone, and you don't want nobody, you don't want your girlfriend or your wife or whatever going through the phone and all this type of stuff. You want to move how you move. You want to come in at 4 or 5 in the morning, but you don't want your girl to come in at 4 or 5 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? You don't want your girl going through your phone, but you want to be able to go through her phone. You can't have it both ways. You ain't gonna be able to have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? And the harsh reality to that is, as much as we don't want to admit it, everybody gotta have some accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody gotta have some accountability in the situation. Nobody wants to get mistreated. I don't think anybody wants to get mistreated. I don't think I know anybody who says, yeah, I'm all right with you treating me like shit. I don't think I know anybody that's gonna say that objectively. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody wants to be treated with some respect. Everybody wants to be treated with some type of value. But the reality is, it don't always happen. It don't always happen like that. You know what I'm saying? And so when you don't get in situations where you feel like you being treated like that, it's not on the other person to change that situation. It's on you. It's not on the other person to say, hey man, I want you to change. No, it's on you. Because as long, and I've learned this personally. I can speak from experience. As long as you allow somebody to do something, they're gonna do it. As long as you allow somebody to mistreat you, they're gonna do it. As long as you allow somebody to disrespect you, whether it be physically, verbally, cheating, whatever it is, as long as you allow somebody to do something, they're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Men, we as men, for the most part, until we get to a point to where we have outgrown certain things, we have what we call a comfort zone. And so when you in a comfort zone is you being comfortable with what you're doing. That's you being comfortable with how things are going, your everyday life, your activities, your movements. You know what I mean? That's you being comfortable with how things are going. That's not nobody else. That's you. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody else, or your spouse or your girlfriend, whatever, is not comfortable with that, that's for them to say, hey, I'm not comfortable with that. Right? And then there has to be a choice made. You know what I'm saying? In order for something to change. It's that simple. You know what I mean? But a lot of times we start thinking about you know, you find out somebody that did you wrong, and then the first thing you do is you want to go do the same thing to see if they gonna be able to handle it the way you handle it. And 9 times out of 10, they probably not, because everybody's not built the same. Now, you got some that'll say, I don't give a shit. Do you? Do you? You know what I'm saying? Do you? We ain't gonna keep going back and forth about it. Do you? But then once you get to the point where you saying, hey, do you? Now what? You know what I'm saying? Now what happens? After we at the do you point, now what happens? You know what I'm saying? So we can't. You can't make it. First of all, women are not the only people on the planet who are emotional. Fellas is emotional too. It may be in a different way, but fellas is emotional too. But I've learned in experiencing certain things, women are more territorial with their emotions. You know what I'm saying? Women are way more territorial. What the comments say? I see them on the bottom, but I can't see it's too far off.
Felicia say every action has a reaction, and you must be prepared to take your L if you're messing over someone in any manner.
I agree.
If Tara said, listen, in a relationship, love make you do right by your mate period. Real love is gonna make you consider everything about your partner feelings, especially being married.
I agree with that to some degree.
And she also said, we all fall short, but that's where the real love comes with the time and shit change.
I agree to some degree. But listen, let me just say this, T. You 100% right. You're 100% right. Love will make you do certain shit. I don't disagree with that. I have no quarrel with that statement. However, let me just say this. Just because you mess up or do wrong don't mean you don't love them. Love them. Just because you make a mistake, that don't mean ain't no love involved. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want us to get to the point of thinking just because love is a powerful thing. I ain't doubting it. But just because you love somebody don't mean you don't fall short. You don't have errors. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the deal. Cheating ain't the only thing that will destroy a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times when a relationship don't work, the first thing a person start thinking about is cheating is what caused this relationship to go bad. That ain't always the case. Sometimes, sure. Sometimes cheating have something to do with it, but not always. There can be other factors that's going on that allows their relationship to fall short. You know what I'm saying? A lot of other factors. A whole lot of other shit could be going on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? That will cause somebody to not to be happy in a relationship. Just like you said, Felicia, just be able to take your lick when it comes. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you this. Um, for me personally, I can't. Like I said, I ain't gonna never try to speak for the whole male race. But for me personally, I got a whole lot of licks coming. I'm expecting them. I'm looking forward to them. You know what I'm saying? I got my uh hard hat on. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I deserve to have some coming, and I'm waiting for them to come. I ain't trying to duck them. I ain't trying to dodge them or none of that. I know they coming, and I'm preparing for them. So with that being said, I think anybody who was in a situation or who have been in a situation where you messed up and you wouldn't like that same thing, or you wouldn't be able to take that same thing. Get your hard hat. They got them on sale at Home Depot. They $7.99. Go grab you one. You gonna need it. You know what I'm saying? The reality is, and you know, as much as we don't want it. When I say we, now I'm talking about men. As much as we don't always want to um, own up to the wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I don't think it's not the lack. I don't think it's the accountability part that's the issue. I think it's more so the nonchalantness of it. Is that a word? Nonchalantness. Is that a word? I think that's a word. Is that a word, bro?
It is today.
Yeah. Well, it's a word today. No, the nonchalantness of our demeanor and our attitude, I think, is what causes most of the issue. I think a lot of times when we get caught doing something we don't have no business doing, right? And I got it bad. I got to tell you, I got it real bad. We have this nonchalant demeanor. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't really gonna say it's nonchalant. I think, well, for some of it may be, but I think for the most part, it's like, all right, man, you caught me. What you want me to say? That's not being nonchalant. That's being, it's nothing I can tell you that's gonna change it, right? And so I think a lot of times when that becomes your attitude, we get to a point to where the woman is more pissed off because it's like, nigga, you don't even care. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I just caught you and you just like, what? You know what I'm saying? Instead of having some, what's the word? Compassion? Having some compassion or maybe some consideration to the fact that you just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that angers the woman more, the women more when you don't show that type of concern, right? You know what I'm saying? Like when you just act like you don't care, that don't make shit better. You know what I mean? So just, I mean I really can't go too far into can you take it? You know what I'm saying? Cause guess what? If I did a survey poll right now, 100 out of 100 women gonna say hell no they can't take it. Guarantee you, it's gonna be 100. I'm gonna be batting 1,000 because y'all's experiences, y'all meaning women, your experiences have shown you niggas get mad when you do it to them. You know what I'm saying? nigga, get your phone and see, they mad. You know what I'm saying? That's your experience. So naturally, if your experience is that, that's how you feel. You know what I'm saying? But I think you gotta, it's deeper than just a nigga cheating. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start looking at everything else too. Like, how would you like it if every time y'all got around y'all family, a nigga just disrespected you around your family? Nigga just said, hey, BH, go in there, and, I said, let's go, it's time to go. How would you like? You wouldn't like that. You would not approve of that. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't. And then your family members be like, hey man, what's going on? You ain't gonna let talk to you like that. And you like, nah, he cool, it's cool. You covering up for him in front of your family. You know what I'm saying? But then when it switch, that's what you doing. You talking raw to him, you know what I'm saying? Being disrespect, calling him all type of sorry, B's and H's and all that. You can't have it both ways. Nobody can have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? So whatever your behavior is, what's the word y'all use now in 2020? What's the word they use? Your energy. Whatever your energy is, whatever energy you give out, be prepared to get that same energy back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been one, man, to where even if I get mad, I ain't mad long. Right? Even if I get mad, I ain't mad to the point to where I hate you now. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm mad about it, but guess what? It's cool. It's cool. It is what it is. I ain't mad to where I want to destroy your whole life and I want to flip your world upside down. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm too old for that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm cool with it. I know that eventually everybody got to reap what they sow. I believe that. I genuinely believe at some point everybody got to reap what they sow. I believe that. I believe everything that you do to a person will be reciprocated at some point. Maybe not the next, right away, but at some point you gonna reap what you sow. I believe that. I believe it. I firmly believe that. I ain't got no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? But I also firmly believe that, and I, I had a show about bitterness too. People can be bitter for all the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like if a woman mistreats me, right? I got a choice. I got a choice. I can take it or I can't. Now, there's things you got to consider. It ain't as simple as I take it or I don't, because you got to consider how long I've been with this woman. Do we have kids? What is our relationship outside of me and her? Meaning everybody else, the family, the in-laws. You got all this stuff you got to consider, right? And so, I told somebody this before, right? When somebody gets mad at you, it's almost like they want everybody else mad at you too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when I don't like them. So now, because I don't like them, I don't want you to like them. Why? I'm the one that did what I did to you. Right? And so if I'm the one who made the mistakes, I'm the one who caused the problems, I'm the one who did it, why you mad with everybody else? Be mad with me. Why you including everybody else and how you feel about me? Just be mad. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with taking the lumps, I told you I done bought a hard hat. I'm okay with taking whatever it is. But don't add other people into it. Right? So if I can dish it out, I ought to be able to take it. If you dish it out, you ought to be able to take it. You know what I'm saying? Don't make it a man and woman thing. Point blank. Don't make it about men and women. Because it shouldn't be about men and women. It should be about fair. If you give it to me, I ought to be able to give that same energy back to you. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, we in a society now, we in a world now where that just don't it just don't compute. It don't go like that. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people now like fuck that. I ain't trying to hear that. I don't want no parts of that. No, they mad, they angry, they want to do this. Like Endo said, no, hell no. I can't take what I dish out. You being honest. And it's a whole lot of other fellas that's being that same way. They're like, nah, you ain't gonna do that to me. No, I'm not putting up with that. I ain't dealing with that. No. What Gerald say? I see you say Gerald.
If Gerald say not taking up for anyone when it comes to cheating, but men and women are simply different when it comes to cheating.
How so, Gerald? How so? You can't just say that. You gotta explain that. Which different how? So what he said, he says, not taking up for anyone. When it comes to cheating, men and women are simply different when it comes to cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Explain. You gotta explain that. You ain't just gonna be able to give it to me like that. You're gonna have to come on with it. I need to know what you mean by that. You know what he mean by that, Vaughn?
Mm-hmm.
No? Yeah, I don't, huh?
No.
I kind of understand what he's saying. Like we built different.
Yeah.
That I probably didn't get that. Meaning what you talking about? Tolerance? Able to tolerate something different? To tolerate, maybe that.
It's gonna be some love cheating.
Yeah.
Woman ain't gonna just cheat and
Just to get her lick back, she
somebody. It's gonna be hard to stop that one.
Say that again.
A woman will cheat way different than a man, cause we will go cheat and
Just to cheat.
we cheat. We
Uh-huh.
cheating on, man, I wanna knock her off. A woman ain't just going on, I wanna knock him off. It's gonna be more than that too.
Feelings.
It's gonna be feelings.
That's what he said. Men often just, I got you.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So once
So
an
women
interruption
smashing
come
who they
from
like.
another man into a woman, that means you done let he didn't got them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's different from nymphos. Women nymphos, and that's not considered a woman. That's considered a sex addict.
Right.
But if a woman, like we saying, a woman can get there, a man can get there,
Right.
it's deep.
Cause I see you say
And the tolerance is
men cheat for physical, women cheat for emotional.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you're saying. So
Yeah, and Felicia say exactly, bro.
yeah,
Women get feelings.
yeah. So basically, if I'm understanding what you're saying and I'm breaking the comments down, you know what I'm saying, is that if a woman goes out and she's being unfaithful, there's some feelings involved.
Yeah.
She ain't just out there freestyling.
Yeah.
With a fella,
Yeah,
with
knock-
guys,
knock you out
it's
and
freestyling.
control
It ain't necessarily got to be no feelings and different things of that nature. That make a lot of sense. That make a whole lot of sense. See, that's why you gotta have a team, man. You know what I'm saying? They say women would cheat to place themselves in more secure financial position, and a man would cheat because that woman, I can't see the rest. That
Brings
woman
him peace.
brings him peace.
Got that from a meme.
No, I don't believe that. I believe she's reaching for more of a peace situation, of comfort. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. You have more women to accept men for just, because they love them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So let me ask you this. So since we done already got into, can you take what you give out? We done already cleared that up. I think for the most part, the unilateral answer is gonna probably be hell no. I don't think anybody can take what they dish out. I think you should be able to.
You got to.
Yeah, I think I'm with you.
That's
We
the
on the
way
same
you gonna ever
page.
get
I think you have to at some point. And I'm just speaking objectively. I think at some point you have to realize that everything that you have done is going to come full circle. And so knowing that everything you've done is going to come full circle, I think you gotta be prepared for it. I think you gotta know at some point it's coming. You know what I'm saying? And so, I just, it's crazy, man, because being able to give licks and take licks, like I said, I don't think that's a gender thing. I think that's just about a person just understanding you got to be able to take what you give. You know what I mean? Like, you just got to be able to stand on what you do. You know what I'm saying? And that's without making excuses and all that. That's just you being able to say, hey, okay, it's my turn now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's my turn. You know what I mean? And so now just going back to these comments, because these comments is coming in fast. You seen these comments, Vaughn? These comments is coming in fast. So
Felicia say basically when a woman go out and cheat, you're on the verge of losing her, or you have emotionally lost her. Men look at it as I want to try something different, but they not thinking about leaving.
I think you're 100% right, Felicia.
Yeah.
I think most times I can agree to say if a woman goes out and cheats on you, she's no longer your woman. I believe that. I believe if a woman goes out and she cheats on you, we said it because of the emotional tie.
Watch this here. And consider this. Waiting on the move to open up so they can move.
Right.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Already planned that.
Yeah.
Already planned that. I just think at the end of the day, and you know, obviously, you know, being in these situations and objectively speaking, we don't. When I say we, I mean men. We don't really have to have no excuse. That's the reality. A man don't really have to say, well, you did this to me or you did that to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's situational. Situations just pop up and nigga be like, shit, I might be able to get away with it, so let me go on take a swing at it. You know what I'm saying? Versus a woman, not all, because I don't want to exclude some.
They gonna move like they
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
Some
Some gonna move like a brother move. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I think for the most part, if you in a relationship with a woman and she moving different, you probably gave her a reason to move different.
You did.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I can objectively say if she doing something different and she done stepped out, you probably did something that caused her to step out. You know what I'm saying? And so if she's stepping out, she already gone. She ain't probably left, but in her mind she probably already planning, yeah, man, I ain't what's up, mama? It's mama watching. I don't think as men sometimes we fully process the why, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times we don't get to the why part. Like, we not asking.
We get to the why, we run from the why.
Right. Or we not. Oh, not just that, but we not asking. You know, why you did. We never get to the point to where we asking our woman why you did that. Cause again, back to we can't take what we dish out. So we, on the other hand, you do it to us, we out. Man, I'm gone. I ain't putting up with that. I'm gone. You ain't finna. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna let you run into my partners and all this here and think we gonna still be together. Nah, I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Whereas a woman might be like, bro, like, come on, man, like, what would cause you to go out and have to find somebody else? What was the reason why you did this? Why? What did something I did? What did I do? You know what I'm saying? Did something happen that caused you to have to want to go and do this and go and do that? You know what I'm saying? And now you looking at, and a lot of times the answer probably is no. You know, a lot of times like, nah, it ain't had nothing to do with you.
Some people cheat because it's incomplete in certain places.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? But that's the reality. You know what I'm saying? Then you got, like you said, you got others who like shit.
People cheat because their friends doing it. Oh, I fucking this.
You think so?
Yeah, they do.
Hey man, I don't. It can be
Man,
enticing. It can be enticing promoted.
These my in studio
It
guests,
can be
man.
enticing promoted, but at the same
It's up
time,
to you to do it.
it's up
They
to
just
you
Exactly.
to do it.
My
Hey,
homeboy
if you
getting
want to
away
do
with
it,
it.
you wanted to do it.
Exactly, but they gonna
Yeah.
use that for an
You know what I'm
excuse.
saying?
My homeboy doing it, he getting away
Nah,
with
nah,
it
nah,
and
nah,
stuff.
nah, nah,
So
nah,
I'm
nah.
gonna see if I can do it and get away with it.
Well,
too.
now let me ask you this though. Let me ask y'all this though. I got in studio guests. My team is in here. Let me ask y'all this though. So, Is there ever a point to where something is missing?
Yes.
From
Yeah.
him.
Affection
Yeah.
And you've had a conversation
over and over. You told
and
them
like,
about it.
yo,
I talked to you. You didn't give it to me, so now I'm gonna get it where I can get it from, and that's what they do.
You
Not just
can-
men, women
And
too.
It could be shit they stand from their childhood.
but now does that make it okay?
No.
Okay.
Tell me, hey, we need to take a break or whatever. You gonna do what you want to do, because why sit here and cheat on me? You
Hey.
go your way. If I can't give you what you're looking for, leave me
You know-
alone.
You know that's an addiction, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Undisciplined.
It's a sexual desire and an addiction. It's once
I didn't
it's
put
it's
all the
always a
cards
different
on the
addiction
table.
in life, and then certain people have different addictions. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah.
Cheating comes from being addicted to it. Like, I ain't scared to get caught with it. I done it, and it's you're addicted. It's an addiction, and you really be trying to cure it. And it's sometimes it's
And
on
that's
a
why
cure,
most of the
sometimes
time
it
they
can't
messed
be.
over
You know what I'm
mess
saying?
over the good one, and then that good one that they mess over, they want them back. But sometimes it's too late, depending on who the person is.
So let me ask you this.
But they do have men that put down their expectations. Hey, you're not affectionate. Hey, you're not showing appreciation towards me.
So let me ask you this.
But what about
I'm
the
with
ones
you.
that do?
I'm with you 100%. So let me ask you this: Is there a point to where outside influences?
I just told you that.
No, hold on. Let me finish. Is there a point to where my partner can be in my ear, or your girl can be in your ear, right, and cause you to do that?
If you wish.
Nobody
Nah,
can't
yeah,
make you
nobody
do
can do
nothing. They can talk about it all day.
I'm gonna show you some, for instance, right?
I'm just asking the
I
question.
got some partners.
I'm
right?
just trying to figure it
I
out.
got some partners show me temptation all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Do I bite?
Nah.
No.
Right.
I'm gonna bring a bad
I'll
bitch
show
out,
you another
brand
scenario.
nigga.
One of my
When he
partners
got
was
money.
married, right? And I used to always say, man, you ain't cheat. You cheated? Have you ever cheated? Not promoting it.
Right.
He nah. Man, I'm scared of what God gonna give me.
And
Right.
that's a lot of people
Right.
think because of God.
And it kind of woke me up and put me kind of in control of what I
Yourself.
do. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
So it'll make you say, can I do it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Do I want
So
to do it?
sometimes you can be promoted in the right way and you can be promoted in the wrong way. It's what you bite on.
Yeah.
Makes sense. That makes sense. So let me so
Will ain't just a street man.
let me ask you this. So obviously, you know, I had somebody tell me this a couple weeks back. You have to be with a person who allows you to. I think I just said this earlier too. We were talking earlier. That allows you to be your true self. Right? So if a person is not allowing you to be your true self, are you really with that person?
No.
No.
You're not,
Your
because you
representative.
faking. You're not being yourself.
Yeah,
Right.
your
You
representative.
there,
You
but you
being-
ain't there.
You
Right.
being what you want them to be, what they
What
want,
they
you,
want
to
you
be.
to be.
You know what I'm saying?
So she don't really even know you.
But you know the crazy thing is really ask for what you want and just respect the answer. You know what I'm saying? Cause at the end of the day, man, I remember one time motherfucker say, hey man, you want an open relationship? That was saying, nigga, you wanna keep fucking around and I'm supposed to go fuck around? So you can say
I think
yeah
I
or
saw
nay.
that on
You know what I'm
a
saying? You
TV show or
say
something.
yes or nay. The yeah is, hey man, this motherfucker open. The nay is, nah, we're gonna respect these boundaries.
Right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying?
I think I saw a we gonna get to the comments after I say this. I see there's a lot of comments on there. I saw I forget what it was I was watching, but and I'm thinking about it because when you said something about open relationship or threesome or however they word it, right? So a person may tell you, yeah, I'm all right with it, or yeah, let's take a swing at it. Let's try it. And then you get into a situation, and this person is seeing you differently with this other person than you are with them,
Right.
and that causes a whole lot of problems.
That mean they want to close the door.
Yeah, now you don't, you know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful what you ask for.
Pandora's
Yeah,
box. Can you open it?
yeah,
Can
you got to be
close it?
careful what you ask for. You know what I'm
just
saying?
Open it. You
Yeah.
can't open Pandora's
So
box
what's
and
what's the
just close
comment?
it.
I see. I got two back to back ones.
Okay, Lynn said, I'll be chiming in later. I love to weigh in on this topic. I have a totally different perspective.
Right.
And Solitaire said, or is it that we seem to think the grass is always greener on the other side? More times than not once you get to the other side and realize it's all
The
the
grass
same.
ain't green.
Your grass will be as green as the work you are willing to put in your own yard.
You got-
Wow, that's a show too coming up. The grass ain't
But you
green on the
gotta
other
ask
side.
this,
That's
right?
a topic down
Are
the
you-
line.
Are you looking for the grass to be greener? No, you're looking for the moment. Some people can go and have sex and be right off and say, "Why did I just do that?"
Mhm,
What-
but it's too late
Man,
now.
that wasn't nothing. But
That's
I'm just
like they
saying.
have people that's
when-
cheating just to cheat.
Now check about.
But you know
now-
that's the difference. That's the difference between B's and H's.
Now watch this here.
Yeah.
Now
B's
look
do something
no.
and H's get paid.
Watch
So
this
with
here.
B with H's ain't no.
If-
I'm just
if
saying,
a
like
person-
reality, ain't no feelings when they getting paid. They ain't got no feelings. We go to the strip club, they don't have no
Get the next
feelings.
one.
If you look
They
for
on
the
to the
grass
next.
to be
There's no
greener,
feelings
that
in
means
that.
you trying to be involved with the
Yeah.
relationship. You
Right.
see what I'm saying?
Right.
If
Right.
you cheating and
No feelings attached,
you know what
no
I'm
nothing.
Yeah.
Them, go.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now if you got a motive behind
Sometimes you don't be looking for no attachment, and you
It
get it.
happens.
let me ask you this. Yeah, you get it. Yeah, you do. You get it.
You don't be even looking for that. It just
You-
happen to pop up on you. You
you-
can't shake it.
Yeah.
Bam, and it's there. And guess what? There goes something that you thought you had that was never there, that you know that this is what I'm looking for. Because guess what? In order for you to go on with it, that means, hey man, I liked it.
Yeah.
I like the whole vibe of it. If you keep on with the commitment of it, that means you attached to it and you like it. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yeah.
What was the other comment?
Lynn say two different motives.
Two different motives. That makes
Right.
sense.
That's what I'm saying about the grass. If, you know, when somebody say, well, you thought the grass was greener, that means he had a motive to try to, you know,
Oh,
create
yeah,
something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep, love is not the foundation. They want stability. Who
If
cannot
you-
get out the
hey,
relationship?
Cheating is like this.
That's one of your
Man, I'm
questions.
cheating, but I still want to be at home. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, guess what? If I'm trying to run about my relationship and go see what's over there, I'm
They-
trying to see
they
if
have
the
no
grass is green.
foundation.
Yeah.
I don't really. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't think love is the end all. I think now 2024. We chop it up every day.
It's about money.
In this day and time, I have learned if you broke, it don't matter how much motherfucker love you.
Right.
It don't matter. If you ain't got nothing to bring to the table and your money shout, it sound good. But I'm just saying, it sound real good.
Yeah.
But the reality is, when we come like this here, and all the bills is on the table, and I'm the only somebody that got to, hey man, it's
You ain't gonna
hey,
hear
I
just
love
like
you,
this.
yeah.
Your girlfriend gonna
It's not gonna come
motherfucker,
directly to
That
you.
nigga ain't shit.
Hey,
Man,
hey,
and then
hey.
you gonna hear the girl say,
Move to the next
what the
one.
fuck wrong with you,
Yeah.
girl?
Why you even going through that? If you paying all the bills, what you with them for?
Such and
You
such,
get you
such a
somebody
bitch.
else.
Don't he got a good ass job? Oh yeah, I'll let shit go.
Yeah.
I'll let shit go.
I know.
'Cause-
it's
'cause-
baby counting you.
Cause look here. Love is only gonna take you so far. Right? Like
Right.
love only gonna take you so far. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't to say love is not the universal lubricant, because I still believe it is. But at the end of the day, I have learned that it what that nigga say in five, it take more than love. It take more than love to be. Yeah, man. You got to have more than love, because as much as it sounds good coming out,
Hey man,
when you get surrounded by other people and other people looking like
we can give you a prime
the
example.
pillow talking.
Yeah.
What you think this is? Man, I can love you from a distance. There it is.
The pillow talk. See, I never been a fan of the pillow talk because anytime you pillow talk, right? Anytime you start pillow talking in a relationship or a marriage, it's cool if you're single, cause ain't now one of y'all got nothing locked in stone. But when you in a marriage or a relationship, that pillow talking. Now since you start pillow talking, now guess what? Your girlfriends or your partners is like, damn, that they married? I don't want none of that. If that's how it's going, if that's what is, I don't want no parts of that. You know what I'm saying? Or the flip side is the discouragement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here you is
Yeah,
talking about, man, my gal out
shit.
here doing X, Y, Z, and your partner like, nigga, bro, let's go to the spot, nigga. Get you know what I'm saying? Or your girlfriend is like, what you mean you had to pay this and pay that? What he paying? Oh, nigga, girl, you better leave that nigga alone and get you somebody that's paying something. You know what I'm saying? So it's love, man. Hey, man, it's cool to have. It sound real good. You know what I'm saying? But you better have something else to bring to the table. What that comment say?
It depends on the principles and foundation of your values. There are still people who hold to traditional values, the concept of two being one. I have witnessed it and I am practicing it.
Well, first of all, what's up, Bob? Bob is well, not only that, keep in mind, Bob, you almost 70. First off. Second, you wear the cloth. So you can't I'm with you, but you can't take how you view it. You can't take how you view it, Bob, as that be the same way as everybody else view it, because guess what? Your principles are supposed to be different. You know what I'm saying? You a man of the cloth. And then you a seasoned, you know, not to say age matter, but it makes a big difference when you talk about somebody 60, 65 versus somebody in their 20s and 25. Because now watch this. Since I appreciate the comment, Bob, but watch this. And as much as this may go over some of y'all head, follow what I'm about to say, what I'm about to tell you. I'm 48, right? So being that I'm 48, I'm old enough to know and to understand my daddy wasn't perfect.
Ain't nobody perfect.
My grandfather wasn't perfect. Watch this. Hear what I'm saying. Hear where I'm going with it. Because some of y'all gonna miss the point, right? My grandma had 11 kids. They wasn't all by the same cat. Right? However, back then, it was more about keeping the family together, right? Versus we in this independent stage now, where women don't need you for shit. Women got their own jobs, they make their own money, they got their own cars, they paying their own bills. They ain't got time for no man that ain't got nothing, right? They ain't got time for no man that's fresh out, trying to start his life over, that's trying to get something going for itself, that's got kids already. They ain't trying to hear that. They ain't got no kids.
Because you got different areas.
You understand what I'm saying? So
raising our daughters up to be independent.
Hello? Yeah, I don't need you for that.
A woman raising the daughter up to be like, hey, this is what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't need you for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you to pay my bills. I don't need you to buy me a car. I don't need you to do this.
What we telling our daughters. Hey, man, this is what's gonna happen to you if you don't.
Yeah,
you know
I don't need you for that. And so, not to necessarily say that you shouldn't be an independent woman, but I'm saying this because Bob, you saying principles and foundations and biblical and all that. If we getting off into it, guess what? Biblically, you need a man.
But But y'all got to stick to the right part of the Bible. Some
I'm
people
just-
want to
no,
teach
I'm
the
only-
old part of the Bible,
I-
and then they
I'm
won't go to the
agreeing.
new for it to
I'm
fit them.
agreeing,
No,
but I'm only
if you're gonna
saying
be in
that-
the old, stay in the old. If you're gonna be in the new, stay in the new.
I'm only saying that because his comment was,
No, I got you.
I feel a certain way because of my principles. And he a preacher. So you can't say, you know what I'm saying, you feel, well, of course you feel like that. You know, of course you feel like that. But we talking about in a whole spectrum, you know what I'm saying, everybody don't see that. Everybody ain't gonna see that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I think when you really look at the whole dynamic of the whole thing is it's all about choices. Like I said, everything is about choices. What you are willing to accept
Yeah,
and what you are willing to not accept. Point blank. It's all about choices. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I love you, but I ain't gonna put up with this. I want to be with you, but I ain't gonna put up with this. You know what I'm saying? But if a person tells you, hey man, I don't want to put up with that, that don't mean you mad at them. That don't mean you hate them. They just don't want to put up with it.
What you doing?
Yeah, I just don't want to put up with it. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it
Either
moving.
they fix it or
So,
they not gonna fix it.
Hey, and at the end of the day, that's all it is to it. You know, that's the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I think the bigger thing is we start. Of course, you're gonna have the high consensus that's gonna be able to dish out everything they're gonna be able to dish out. Cause guess what? My grandson was in the garage one day hitting the punching bag. Right? He just going at it. He knocking that punching bag off. He boom 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 boom. Then he said, Papa, I wanna be a boxer. I said, no, you don't. The punching bag ain't hit you. Right? If the punching bag hits you back, you gonna realize you don't want none of that. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be able to take exactly what you give. If I can go out there and hit somebody hard with my fist, I got to be able to take that same blow back. You know what I'm saying? I can't just go out there and be wanting to just hit you across your head, but then when they draw their fists up and then come on and hit you with it, you don't want to take. You want to pull your pistol out now. What you doing all that for? You punch me, you slap me. Why I can't slap you? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the reality, man, of it. We just got to start learning how to take our licks. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they got hard hats on sale at Home Depot. They $7.99. Go get you one. I done got mine. Go get you one. You gonna need it. If you done, and I'm just being honest with you, man. You know, we can you know, we can call it how we want. We camouflage it how we want. If you have done folks wrong, I'm telling you, you hearing it first from me. If you have done folks wrong, get ready. Strap up. Put your seatbelt on. It's coming. It's coming. If you have done people wrong, lace your boots. Put your hard hat on. It's coming. Ain't no way you're going to be able to get around it. Ain't no way you're going to be able to run from it. It's coming, man. Take it. Take your lumps. You know what I'm saying? Get into your recovery mode and try to move different after the fact. But guess what? It's definitely coming. It ain't going to be nothing you can do to stop it. It's coming. Cause guess what? That's your karma. That's your karma. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, we gotta understand. Like I tell people all the time, I believe in the karma. I do. May not always act like it, but I do. Stuff happens to me all the time, and I don't feel no type of way about it because I believe it's supposed to happen. Ain't no accidents. It's supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? So accept your karma, accept, take your licks, you know what I'm saying, and let it be what it's gonna be. Now, after you done took your lick, cause guess what? This is the end part. This is the end part. After you have taken your lick, now what?
Did I learn from it?
Now what? Now what you
Keep
do?
doing what I'm doing.
After you have taken your lick, right, and recovered, now what? Do I get back into the same situation, or do I do something different? That's what you got to decide, right? So even though we can say men can give it out, but men can't take it, maybe, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? Once I've given it out, and now I've taken it, now what's next? How do I move past that? What's next?
I mean, it depends on the individual. Because they might have didn't learn a lesson. They figured I done lost the one I wanted. She ain't coming back. So now I'm gonna keep doing it. Him, her, whoever.
You know what? Maybe. But I think even if that's the case, even if that is the case, right? You have taken your lick.
Mm-hmm.
You've taken your lick. You got a lot of folks that, not one, they don't want to take the lick, but two, don't want to take the accountability as to why they should have took the lick. Right? I don't want the lick for, first of all, but then two, what I'm taking it for? What you giving it to me for? I ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying? When in actuality, you, hey man, just let me go on. You know, I remember when I was going to jail, bro. I stood up in front of the jail. I never forget. I had a shirt on that said, "A coward dies 1,000 deaths, a soldier dies but once." The judge say, "What that shirt say?" I said, "Man, I don't even care. Give me my time, man. Let me go." For real, true story. I ain't making that up. I stood right in front of the judge. I said, "Man, just give me my time, man. Let me go." I done it. You know what I'm saying? Take your lick, man, and keep it moving, man. Stop. You know, we done ran. Excuse time over. We ran out of that. It's time out for that, man. You know, you get to a certain age, you do wrong, you done it, accept it, move on from it, and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? That's all. As men and women, that's all we can do. We can't go back and rewrite history. We can't go back and change the actions. You can't go back and undone it. Like I can't go back and you can't go back and undone it. Once you done it, you done it. You done it. You can't go back and, oh man, Shazam, I ain't do that. Yeah, you done it, man. So just know, hear from me first on Spree Speaks. Just know, if you done did it, it's coming back. It's coming back. It may not come back today. It may not come back tomorrow. It may not come back next month. Hell, it may not even come back next year.
It might hit your kids.
But just know, it is coming back.
It might go to your kids.
It's coming back. You know what I'm saying? And so, with that being said, we got any more comments before we get out of here?
It's just topics that they want you to
New
get.
topics?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, somebody write them down for me.
Just Carol.
Somebody write them down. Listen, every topic that I've given y'all, my last 4 topics have been stuff y'all have sent in to me. I got so much material, I ain't even got a chance to touch mine. Y'all won't even let me touch my own material.
State of family. Mm-hmm.
Write them down for me. We'll get into them though. And look, we need, man, you know, I got the team with me, man. You know what I'm saying, in the building. But I love to have people on the show. If ever you want to chime in, you want to come personally, or you want to come via the link, we can get you on, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm always appreciative of all the comments. I always want to make sure that nobody's overlooked with their comments, that we answering all of them, and we getting honest perspectives. You know what I'm saying? From everybody who's on the link, who's on the live. If you are not subscribed to the channel is the Sprees channel at YouTube. The link will be posted as soon as I get off this live. We're gonna post the link to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Go to the channel, subscribe, like, share. I always say when I'm streaming live on Facebook, share the videos. I'm not asking you to solicit other people to share it. I'm asking you to share it. Go to your page and you share it. If you like what I'm talking about and you like what I'm doing and you like how I'm moving, share it. You ain't got to text me. I got a lot of people text me, inboxing me, and I'm thankful and appreciative. But I can tell if you like and support what I'm doing when you share it. If you share it, that tells me you support my movement, you like what I'm doing, and my voice means something, right? And so if other people see it on your page, they will share it if they like it the same way. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it, man. I'm always humbled by the feedback that I get from it. And so the topics, they keep coming in. I got so many topics that I can get into, and I'm going to get into as time goes. And so y'all keep watching, y'all keep subscribing, keep hitting the likes, and definitely keep commenting and sharing these videos, man. Until next time, man, from the 18, we out. Peace.